that song I came up with. So that's definitely a lockdown song. And
Mhm.
I was in Joseph, Oregon, and we weren't staying with my in-laws because it was COVID. So we were staying down the lake, um, in a cabin that JC's cousin, Tyler, the Imcro guy, owns. He and his wife, Jen. And so we were staying there, and that's where we stayed for the majority of COVID once we relocated to Oregon. And it was, I played a lot of guitar during those days because that was, I was home schooling the children, essentially homeschooling Frank because he's the youngest and he had an agenda I could help him with. The older boys, I was just basically making sure that online school was happening and that work was getting done. So I was, proctoring the education of the three boys. And so I would have not much time between. Like they'd start a class and I'd have 20 minutes to kill, and then another class, be sure, got, internet problems, whatever. My job was just to be sure that their life was disrupted at least as little as possible, I should say. And so I'd pick up the guitar and noodle around, and it was that riff was one of the first riffs I fell upon when I was just walking around the cabin playing that, which is the down, which I was playing with like the way we recorded it, it's plucked on a string. The way I wrote it, which I kind of played it on a YouTube channel one time, it's a strum. It's a strum pattern down, down, and it was the frustration of everything that was going on during lockdown, and sort of the cabin feverness of it all is what that song was. It was just when the devil drives, it's just not, making bad decisions for the wrong reasons at the wrong time, but also realizing that that's what it is. And so, you can swim upstream or just put on your seatbelt. And I kind of felt like it was that. I mean, I know it sounds like oversimplified, but it's a fun song and it's meant to be fun, and it's not meant to be bitching about making bad decisions or what's going on in life. It's more built to feel like, well, shit, here we are, so we might as well lean in, and when the devil drives definitely has that sort of that rooted in the Bible Belt idea of the devil made me do it kind of. There are bad forces at work and you should fight them, but sometimes you lose that battle, or sometimes you don't even pick up arms against it. And yeah, I mean, I'm very fond of that song. But it's very much a song about self-reflection in a moment of, not healthy times. Lines like getting overserved, curled up in a ball, trying to call yourself back to redemption, seeing right through your own disguise. Like all these themes through there are about one's examining one's own humanity and being honest with yourself about it. But then, halfway through the song, the guy gives up fighting and it's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You're hot and I'm dirty. So let's figure out something to do with those hobbies. And it's not about, I don't mean that I don't mean it in a sexual way or in a non-sexual way. It's just like leaning into, we're here, so we might as well embrace it, kind of. So, that's the fun of that song. It's just sort of, there's no moral code in that song. It's just meant to be fun.
Yeah, it's that dirty country, basically.
Yeah, and no, without judgment. It's just like, and it's also, the thing about it is, it's like, it's not a song that's celebrating like, I am glad that I'm drunk. It's not that. I mean, it's acknowledging, the protagonist is acknowledging, I'm making bad decisions. I probably have been overserved a time or two. Probably shouldn't sleep on the floor. Probably shouldn't be doing A, B, and C. But as of now, I don't see the escape hatch. So this is what we're doing. you know, and I think there's something kind of fun and equalizing in that for
Yeah.
me as a listener and hopefully for other listeners.
Definitely.
And again, it's fun. It's just meant to be like a toe tapper, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's maybe still my favorite. I don't know. I mean, it was obviously the first one we heard, and
It may be what?
maybe still my favorite. I don't know. I've got a soft spot for it. Maybe because obviously you recorded it for us, way back when,
Yeah.
2020, and I think probably
It was a long time ago. I mean, I wanted that. It's one of my favorite songs too, to be honest, and it's why it's first track. It was always going to be the first track on the album.
Yeah.
I just felt like it had the right energy, and it needed that sort of loose guitar. It just needed that sort of band in the middle of the set vibe. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I just liked the energy of that tune for that reason. I think the band really got it too and understood what it was supposed to be, which, I demoed it out. So it had sort of a very similar feel in the demo, but obviously they elevated it so massively with their musicianship, and it was exactly what I wanted it to be.